Windjammer, getting out of the way. It is the best option this evening for dinner right now. We'll work on that, I promise. But what I'm gonna try to do tonight is replicate a main dining room experience in the Windjammer. I know, not terribly difficult, but what I'm gonna do is basically not graze. I'm not gonna get a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I'm not gonna try everything. I'm going to basically pick an appetizer. I'm going to compose a plate of like a protein, a starch, and a vegetable, and then have a dessert, kind of like the main dining room experience, but self-service. I can have more than one plate, but it has to be a fully composed plate, right? So those are the rules that I'm saddling myself with. I know it's going to be so stressful and such a challenge, but again, like all these situations I find myself in, I'm sure I will prevail. Starting off with the bread service, I have a cheese roll and black olive focaccia loaf, and trying to make it maybe a plussed up experience, inspired a little bit by the mason jar. I did get some extra accoutrements from the buffet station next door, some Parmesan cheese, some British cheddar cheese, blue cheese of course, and that is olive tapenade and pesto with one date. Just one date, come on. It was a typical Royal Caribbean bread service. They never serve the bread hot or warm like they do on some of the other lines, which is a bit jarring. At least I'm glad I was able to assemble that myself, because if it was just butter, it would have been, well, kind of meh. But it is great that I'm here because they did have all the delicious cheeses and other items. The olive tapenade was great. The other thing was great, and I am trying to remember what it is, and it is pesto. The pesto was great. Oh my god! As were the cheeses. So those really pulled it through. Otherwise, it would have been just bread. But as is with the royal bread service, not going to finish it. Tonight's first course is grilled eggplant with spinach and marinara sauce, or tomato sauce. It is from the Asian section because, well, it's all Asian section tonight because it is Asian night in the buffet. So I'm not plating these. The crew is, so I kind of have to explain what I want, and then, he did a really good job. So I am pleased with the result, but this is my first appetizer course. I am looking at a couple of other options. Not really sure which way I'm going to go, but I will make a decision eventually. But let's give this a try. That was quite tasty. Either they got a batch of really good eggplant, or someone on the ship really knows how to cook eggplant, because it was cooked very well again today. It was a tomato sauce. I would not call it a marinara sauce, though. I think most people will understand the difference, but a very nice dish, a great starter. So I think I'm going to go for a second appetizer, and let me just go and peruse the real menu, actually, not a virtual menu, because you know what? I just realized when you're sitting at the table looking at that paper or your phone, that's the virtual menu. Here they got a real menu. Appetizer number 2. This is a kimchi salad. Okay, the maitre d' warned me that it was spicy, but I did not expect it to be that spicy. That carried some kick. So there is your warning there. Other than that, it was good. It was I put it this way: nice, fresh ingredients, nice and crispy. A little too spicy, I think, and the tartness that usually is present in a kimchi just wasn't there. So I don't know. I think they're kind of creating a kimchi-like salad. Maybe not real kimchi. Maybe they don't have long enough to actually make it. Either way, it was okay. Kind of wishing I had got the Thai noodles instead. But oh well. C'est la vie. And for our main course, we have hoisin duck with grilled asparagus and yang chow fried rice. Well, I was able to replicate the dining room experience. So, the rice and asparagus ended up being just correctly prepared placeholders, but the duck was fantastic. Actually, that was really, really good. If I was served this downstairs at like Chops or like a 150 Park, I wouldn't think twice about it. So that is definitely the standout of, well, so far the evening. Very much enjoyed it. However, It seems my server, seeing me, talk about these things, my server being me, of course, uh, is insisting that I try some other items. And you know what? I just don't want to, I don't want to let him down. So I think I'll go ahead and do that. And this is the special Taste of Asia sampler. Yeah, that's what it is. Anyway, it's a char siu pork rib, kung pao chicken, sweet and sour pork, and a dumpling. Because, well, yeah, I couldn't not. All right, I hate to say this, but my server will not be getting a tip. I don't know what his deal was, but that was just not good at all. The pork rib was good. The rest of it was, I would have rather gone to Panda. Let's just put it that way and try to forget about it. Move on, and hopefully let's get a good dessert. This is being sold as a waffle pizza. It is a waffle with, I guess, strawberries, blueberry, I imagine strawberry syrup. Okay, well, maybe this will be dessert number one. In fact, I can pretty much guarantee it will be dessert number one, but it looked interesting enough to try. While I applaud the creativity, no, that did not work at all. The problem is the waffle does not survive being cold. Waffles, I guess the heat maintains that sort of nice airy and fluffiness once they get cold. I guess some of the starches congeal and it becomes a rather dense mess, and it dragged the whole dish down. Now, if they could come up with a waffle batter that was made to be, well, at room temperature, I think it would work out very well. So a little bit more experimenting, and they could have a very interesting and novel dessert. And rounding out our 6-7 course dining room replication here in the Windjammer is apple crumble, warm apple crumble with vanilla ice cream and an orange merengue. Wait, orange? Wait, I think it's orange. I don't think I would have gotten if it wasn't orange. I actually don't remember now, but I'm gonna go with orange. The meringue was really good. The custard was good. The that strawberry mush in the middle, yeah, that kind of ruined the whole thing. Anyway, but the apple cobbler was terrific. The cobbler itself was really good, and of course, being able to control your ratio of ice cream to everything else makes a dish. It can't break it because you control it. So, we were able to get the perfect, as I was, ice cream to cobbler ratio. So, terrific. Great way to end my little MDR experiment here in the buffet. All 7, or actually, 8 courses, I think. And you know what? I did have that issue with my server, but he kind of redeemed himself with the desserts. So maybe I will come back. Still no tip, because that Asian plate was just nasty. That was my little experiment in the Windjammer to try and make it as MDR as possible. And I think it was successful. A successful replication with all the hits and misses intact. So I guess if you're going by as close to reality as possible, well, yeah, that's what it was. Okay, I'm quite stuffed, and it's a good thing. Don't know when I'm gonna go to sleep. I think tomorrow we are in Labadee, and my plan is, I have no real plan, although I do want to ride the mountain coaster because I missed it last time. So that's really my only goal for tomorrow. So I have a goal, but not a plan. And I'm okay with that. Yes, tomorrow we are at Labadee. Had a good time last time. So I'm still okay with my goal, but not a plan. Well, I don't know. What do you think, Mr. Elephant? God, tell me, you look smart. What should I do? Also, in my stateroom, I found this nice card from Vivek inviting me to join them at Mason Jar, which I already did. I find this interesting because I think it's booked for the whole week, so don't know if they really need to invite people. However, it is a nice little gift. Let's see what we got here. I haven't even looked at it yet. So it is Hammond's Bourbon Pecan Pie, milk chocolate with bourbon pecan caramel filling. Ooh, that sounds yummy, yummy. In a nice souvenir Mason jar. You know what? I think they overheard me saying that there are no Wonder of the Seas coffee mugs. So maybe they're this. Maybe this is their way of getting me to shut up about it. But I won't. I will never be silenced. I am definitely walking in the right direction this time. I'm going to try and catch the adult comedy show down in the attic. It's a very small venue, so got to try and get there a little bit early, and I think it's about 20 minutes to showtime. Doesn't really sound early. Maybe it is. We'll see. They're going to probably do it again later, but I might be too tired to go to that one, so wish me luck. Well, scratch that, because I totally forgot I don't know how to tell time. The show already started. Starting soon, so that means it's the backup plan. At 9 o'clock, this is where we're headed. Finally, I'm early. I'm so excited. Okay, Battle of the Sexes was a fun show and another excellent victory for the patriarchy. We're now back in the Royal Theatre for Tap Factory, one of their, I guess, exclusive shows, like the History of Flight or Wonders of Flight was on Symphony. Anywhere near as good as that. Going to be a good show. The Sea State has, not improved, but let's just say there have been a few bumps in the road this evening, so hopefully that will not deter them from performing. We'll see. Doesn't look like it. Everyone's seated, and the pre-show is still running. All right, looking forward to it, and staying awake. I'm going to say that right now. Show is good, but I unfortunately could not stay awake. So when they give it again, I will have to go and see the whole thing. I just had a snack at Cafe Promenade, not pizza. I had the tuna, avocado, and pesto sandwich, which, okay, it was good. You know, it was, you know what, if you try it, you're going to know the type of tuna mix that they use. It's a very common, I don't know, way of doing it. I'll just leave it at that. Then I went the wrong way, of course, to get back to my stateroom because it is late and I am tired. But, okay, that's okay. Because, I don't know, I'm stretching right now to find problems because there really hasn't been any tonight. Dinner was fine, you know, hits and misses. The show was good. What I saw of it, which was most, and still have that plan for La Badie tomorrow. So, accepting everything else, I'm just going to have to go up. Yes, okay, I'm heading in the right direction. Wow, okay, I almost got lost. But you know what? Even if I did, wouldn't be so bad, because I would still be thankful for my problems.